Hi, welcome to DP Animations. So on this episode, we are going to use shape layers to design just a simple laptop. Please kindly like, subscribe, and comment. Okay, not to waste your time, let's start. Let's open After Effects. Let's create a new composition, 1920 by 1080. Let me name it main. Okay, let's create another composition. This one is going to be for the image. Okay, image. Okay, I have some image here. Let me bring the image in. Okay, let me drop the image inside. Okay, so this is the image I'm going to use inside the simple laptop that I'm creating. All right. Okay, let me save it first. All right, now let's come to the main. Now let's draw a simple shape of a laptop. Okay, which is going to be the flipping part. So let's select a rounded rectangular shape layer. Okay, then stand on top here, then click and drag. Just picture how a laptop look. Okay, so this size is okay. All right, so I'll leave it like this. All right, so this size is okay for me. Now let me rename it. Let me rename it as top. Okay, now you see where the anchor point is. Now let's make it 3D. Click on the toggle switches. The 3D draft box is not here, so let's click on the toggle switches here. So here it is. Click on it to make it 3D. Then you go and select the anchor point to or pan behind to. Then you move the anchor point from here to the bottom here. Okay, let's see whether it's there. Okay, it's okay. Where it is, it's okay. All right, so we have this. All right, so what we are going to do is let's duplicate the main composition here. All right, then I'll rename the second one, the duplicated one, face. Okay, now let's open the face composition. Okay, so here is the face and it's a 3D, so we don't need a 3D for this one, so let's take it off. All right, now let's duplicate it, the top in. Let me hide the bottom one. All right, so now the top one, let's draw a hollow shape inside this one. All right, so let me select the rounded rectangular shape tool again, then stand at the corner here, then click and drag. All right, so this is okay. So we have the hollow shape inside the base. Okay, now let me take out the one under this one, which is the rectangular one here. Let me delete it. So we have this. Okay, so now let's come here. Now we need the blend mode here. So let's click on the toggle switches again. After that, let's bring back the bottom one that we hide. Okay, now let's come to the mode here. Then select silhouette alpha. Voila, so this is our face. Okay, now select the two, then come to layer menu, then pre-compose them as one. Right, move all attributes. Let me name it 1. Okay, now let's bring the image in here now. So click and drag the image composition underneath this, then you scale it down, then position it in the middle somewhere here. Okay, I think the extension of the laptop is way too much, but it's okay. This will do. Let me move it in. Let me extend it here a little. All right, so we have this. Okay, now let's put a bit of shadow on the surface. So just right click on the top one, which is 1, then come to layer star, drop shadow. Okay, now inside shadow, the distance, let's go 0 on the distance. Now the spread, let's go just a bit. 12 is okay. Then the opacity, let's go something like 20 or 25. Let me see, 20. Let me make it 25. So 25 is okay. All right. Okay, now let's head back to our main. Now inside our main, we are going to extrude this one. We have already made it 3D, so let's extrude it. All right, so let's switch the view to custom view 1. Okay, now let's click on the cascading arrow beside it, then come to geometry options. Then extrude depth, let's go something like, let me see, 12 and see. Let me see if 12 is okay. I don't want it to be too thick. Okay. Let me see, 15. So this will determine the thickness of your laptop. Okay. So let me see if 12 is not okay. Let me check 15 and see. Okay, let me leave it at 15. I don't want it to be too thick. Now let's switch back to active camera. All right. Now let's duplicate the top. Control D. Okay. Now the duplicated one, let me bring it down here. Then rename it. Let me name it bottom. So let me rotate this one or flip it. So let me rotate it on X to 90 degrees. Okay. So this one is going to be where our keyboard is going to be. Okay. Let me switch the view to, let me see, left. Let me bring it down a bit. The resolution is on half, so let me put it on full. All right, so let me bring the bottom down a bit here. Bring it down. Okay, so this is okay. All right, so now let's switch back to custom v1 and see. Okay, now because it's white all throughout, you can't tell the difference. I forgot something else before duplicating it. So let me just do that. So that, let me select the top. Okay, now the stroke, let me make the stroke a little gray so that we can tell the difference. You see with gray, a bit of gray along which you can see the difference. All right, the bottom one too, the same thing. You see, now you can tell the thickness. Okay. All right. Now we need keyboard. So what I did was I have an image of keyboard here that I'm going to use. Let me bring it in. Okay. So this, all right. So let me just bring the keyboard in here. First, let me switch the view to active view. Okay. So let me bring the keyboard in here underneath this one. Make it 3D. Okay. Now press R to rotate it on X. So let's go minus 90 degrees. Minus 90. Okay. Now let's switch the view to top view. Let's see, top view. So let's scale it down. So with top view, you can see your bottom and position your keyboard well. I think the size of my laptop is a bit too much. So let me move. Here is where other functions can be. So let me leave a bit of room there. Okay. So let me scale it down. Let's go 40 and see. So I'll leave it at 40. Now let's switch the view to left view. Then bring it down. So let's bring it down. Okay. Let me see the top view again. Okay. So this is pretty okay. All right. So now let's duplicate this one. Then scale it down. I'm just going to use the duplicated one as the mouse pad. So somewhere here is okay. Okay. Now let's apply fill to it. So let me come to effects and presets and type fill. Maybe apply it. Then give it something like a gray color. Not too strong. I think this is pretty okay. So this is okay. So I have this. So all that you have to do is select this two, then map them or parent them to the bottom. So that wherever the bottom one goes, they follow. You see? You see? Okay. Now let's come to our active camera. Now let's bring back the face. Okay. The face, let me click and drag it here, then make it 3D. Okay, the reason why it fits perfectly there is because when I created the top first and made it 3D, it was in the same position. That's why it's not affected. So all that you have to do is just map it to the top here. Okay, so now we have the top and the bottom. So you can bring the top up, then the bottom two up. Okay, so wherever the top goes, the face also follows. All right. Okay, now let's see. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert in a null object to control the entire laptop. Okay, so let's right click in new null objects and make it 3D. Okay, let me name it control. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to map the bottom and the top to the null object, which is the control. So in this case, the control is only going to manipulate the top and the bottom, whilst the top and the bottom is manipulating the face and the keyboard. Okay, so watch. Let me press R on the control. Let's rotate on Y. See, whilst I'm rotating the control, is affecting everything. Let me see X. You see, simple. So this is just a simple 3D laptop in After Effects. Okay, so now let's switch back to our, let's see. So now let's do a bit of animation here. So let me see. Let me change from this thing to something like, let me make it 10 seconds or so instead of the 30 seconds. Okay, so from here to here, okay, we are going to move it. All right, so let's set a position key here, then move from the beginning. Let's move the laptop to this side. Okay, then when it comes in, let me position it well here in the middle here. Okay, so this is okay. So let me clear this one and select the two keys, then easy ease them. Now let me go to the graph editor. So you have something like this. See that? Simple. I'm just open it up a bit. Okay. So before it comes in, I want the laptop to be closed before it opens. Okay. Now let's come to the top. Okay. Press R on the top. Okay. Then on X rotation, let's go 90. Okay. 90. Then close the laptop. So it's closed. All right. Let's set a key on X. So when it reaches somewhere here, let's open it 0 again. So now let's see something. You see? Cool. Simple. See how simple it is? So now on the control, let me press R for rotation. So when it opens like this, you can decide to flip it to show. Let me see X. Okay, you can flip it a bit. So let me view the key. Okay, so this is your simple 3D laptop. Okay, if you want to do a bit more, let's see, let me see X rotation. Rotate on X. Let's see here. Okay, somewhere here. Here, maybe the side whereby you have the charger ports, then maybe USB ports here. It's not difficult. You just have to create a shape layer or create a composition with circles, then rectangles, make it black, then lay it there. It's nothing difficult. Okay. I don't want us to waste too much time on this. It's quite simple actually. So let's just create a simple composition. Then the height, let's reduce the height. Let me unlock it. Okay. Let's see. Too small. So let me go 100 on this one and see. Okay, so I can leave it like this. So all that you have to do is just create solid layer. Okay. Let me see the circle ellipse 2. Then hold the shift key. Then draw your circle. We'll move this one up. Then let me draw the USB ports 1. Then maybe 2. Okay. So it's not difficult actually. Let me make them black. Okay, let me make it black. Let me name the composition as port. Okay. Now let's come to the main. So when you come to the main, let's see something here. All I have to do is you just have to duplicate any of these. So Control D, hold the Alt key, then click and drag the ports on it to replace it. Okay. Now press R on R, rotation, then make it 0 here. 0. So you have your, listen here, you bring it here. Okay, and move it up. Listen up. Where is the circle? Okay, it's here. So let me rotate it on Y. Y rotation. Okay, so let's go 90. Y. Okay. So now let's bring it here. All right. Now let's switch the view to, let me see. So let me scale this one down a bit. Let me scale it down. So let's go 30. We are wasting too much time on this. So let me bring it in. Okay. This is okay. Let me push it in here. So you see, it's not difficult. Push it in a bit. Bring it down. If the scaling is not this, let's make it something like 20. So it will be 10 there. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. So this is okay. All right. So this is our laptop. So we are down here. Okay. Now let's see the final work. All right. So this is our simple laptop. You see, it's not difficult. So this, you can create your own simple laptop. It can be phone to do whatever work you want to do. Okay. Because I did not position the anchor point in the middle where that's why the rotation is not in perfect angle. Okay. I just brought the control without positioning it in the middle of the laptop. Okay. So when I select the control, you see where the control is. I should have positioned it in the middle where, okay. So when doing yours, take your time. Remember to position it. Okay. All right, guys. So this comes to the end of another tutorial. Okay. See you next time. And please kindly like, subscribe, and comment. Okay.